What's up, guys? It is John from Side Hustle Experiment. In today's video, I'm going to cover how I share leads with people, how to give value when you're sharing leads, a little lead sharing etiquette. We're getting into Q4, so there's going to be a lot of bolos that are going to be out there that people are either going to be sharing, or maybe you want to share with other people, and basically how not to go about sharing leads. So yeah, that's what we're going to cover today. And yeah, just a little leads etiquette, which most people don't talk about, so I figured I'd make a video about it. So let's get into it. So sharing leads could do a lot of benefits. So it could help you build your network. So I've had people share leads with me on Instagram and say, hey, I appreciate all your help. I came across this, here you go. I always find that helpful or grateful. I know I've done that before. It definitely gets someone's attention when you share a lead with someone, especially if it's really good. If you do share with a group of people, like maybe 2 or 3 people, it's also good because you're gonna get leads from 2 other people. So you're kind of getting leads every day. So those are kind of some of the benefits. Some of the cons, if you don't trust the people that you share with, or you don't know them, you're not 100% sure what they're going to do with that lead. So if you are on the list or on the listing, that listing could tank if they tell a bunch of people. And yeah, that's kind of really the only cons, I think, in my opinion. So when I share a lead with someone, I only share the lead with 2 to 3 people at the most. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, I don't want the lead to tank, because when you share a lead with someone, you're basically, in a way, showcasing your skill set. I don't want to send a lead to someone and then the price tanks. Obviously, when you share a lead with someone or buy a lead that someone shares with you, it's not like it's free and clear. You have to do your own research and your own homework to make sure, it's something you want to buy. But for the most part, I want to send leads that are really, really good, really high end. And I'm only sharing them with those 2-3 people because I don't want the lead to tank. And the more people you share it with, the more chances there are of that happening. Some people, you might share it and they might not even buy it, but 2 to 3 people I think is a good amount. Yeah, it's just easier. That's what I do. If someone shares a lead with me, whether it's via Instagram, or I'll go into what I do daily with 2 other people, I never share it with anyone else because I don't think that's right. If someone went out of their way to share a lead with me, whether it was good or bad or whatever, I will never share it with anyone else. Even if I'm gated in the category or the brand and I know someone who isn't, I just feel like it's not my place to do that. I think it's kind of screwed up if you were to do that. So yeah, I never do that. So daily, I share leads with 2 other people. So we have a shared Google Doc. We each put about 2 to 3 leads in there. So I never share those either. Those are just for the other 2 people and me. And when you're doing a group doc like this, I think it's really important to do a couple of things. One, you want to put stuff in there that you're buying. You don't want to put stuff in there that is kind of good, but not really good. Like that, there are a couple of reasons why you're not buying it. You don't want to throw that in there. It's just not, I don't know. You want to share good stuff, so good stuff gets shared with you. That is kind of how I go about it. I mean, I just think if you're going to share, make sure it's good stuff. Because then, who knows? You never know. Sometimes people will be like, you know what? I was in a Google Doc with them, and they just gave garbage leads. I don't think they know what they're doing. And that's kind of not what I want to be known for. 2, I'm not really sharing items that I am gated in, because most likely the other people are gated in them, or I will put a note. We're supposed to share about 2 to 3 leads a day. So I might drop 4 leads and one of them be something I'm gated in, just as like an extra bonus in case someone isn't gated in that. So it's not like I'm sharing like 3 leads that I know we're all gated in just to put a lead in there. So I would take that into consideration. Another thing, I would never share the leads that we're generating in there, just because that's between us. And yeah, I just kind of want to give as many leads, good leads as possible. And I found it to be super beneficial to always have, leads every day. I'm guaranteed almost 4 leads. And the greatest part about forming a group of 3 people, or you could be 4, is as you get better at sourcing, the quality of the leads get better. We now all have VAs. So there's definitely a lot more opportunity for all of us to kind of share good stuff. Sorry. So that's that. I guess another thing that I would say about sharing leads is I don't think it's a great idea to share leads to try to build a following or promote a leads list or like promote your Discord. I just don't think that. I think it's very short-sighted. When you're sharing leads publicly, obviously it depends on how big your following is, but I think it's just a bad move, to be honest. It's probably an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people say, oh my God, get this lead, it's at Walmart. You could buy it for $3, it's selling for $30, you're gonna make $10. One, that lead is going to tank. So as the person who shared, if you lose someone else's money, you kind of look like a clown. Number 2, with that being said, you're tanking the listing for other people on that listing, just for your personal gain, which I guess that's fine. But I don't just see a reason for it. Number 3 on that aspect, you really don't, I don't know, it's not helpful giving someone a lead that is quote unquote profitable, and they're more in the Discord. Usually those leads, they're people who are buying that. I know not to buy that stuff, but a lot of people who are just starting don't know that, a lot of people are going to buy this lead. Someone's going to put it on their leads list, and that price is going to tank like crazy. So then that person thinks you don't know what you're doing. So I don't know why they would sign up for your Discord if you're doing stuff like that. So yeah, and you just kind of piss off the rest of the reselling community, which networking is super important when it comes to that. So I would just keep that in mind as well. And yeah, I would just say with leads in general, when you're sharing them, you just want to keep in mind, like I was saying before, you want to keep it to a very small group of people. Be mindful that when you're sharing, if there's a hot sale or a hot bolo, just keep in mind that a lot of other people are searching those sites. They're most likely going to come across it. So, always do your homework too when you get a lead. I have people that send me leads that I'm like looking at them like very carefully, and then I have other people who share leads and I'll just buy it because I know they're really good at sourcing. And hey, I don't if it goes good, it goes good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm never buying super deep on stuff like this, just for the reasons I've kind of mentioned. And I think some of the benefits of sharing leads we kind of touched on, but it's just a really great way to network and help someone out. I know if I want to get to know someone a little better, one of the best ways to do that is to send them, be like, yo, you should buy this and you can make money on this. And then people definitely is like, wow, he helped me make money on this. Like, I appreciate that. And I don't give a lead to get anything back. It has nothing to do with, oh, if I give them a lead, they're going to give me a lead. Like, it has nothing to do with that. And if you're doing that for that reason, I would suggest you not share it at all, because it's just not a good reason to do that. So yeah, I definitely like that idea. I also like giving leads to people who've given leads to me in the past, to just be like, hey, thanks, I appreciate when you do to me. And I don't know, I just feel good when I'm doing it. I'm actually thinking about giving away like almost like a lead a day to, someone I know or someone I want to get to meet, and kind of just see how that goes early in the morning, just to like get the day off to a good start. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's about all I got for you guys. So just keep in mind when you're sharing leads, you don't want to overshare. Be respectful if people are sharing them with you or you're in a group. What you put into that group should stay into that group. Oh, and the last one, if you're doing a group, if you're part of a leads list, you shouldn't be sharing those leads either. It's just not the right thing to do. It really hurts the person who runs the leads group if you're sharing their leads to other people. I know a lot of leads lists, you can get kicked out for that, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's about it. Be smart. Do only share leads that you would buy or are buying, because you just don't want to send someone a bad lead. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know what you think in the comments.